Hey, good day, kids. How are you today? I hope everything is doing well right now. This is Teacher John again. So today we're gonna learn about what? We're gonna learn about stones or rocks. Again, can you please repeat? Stones or rocks? Okay, so you can read Pasatai at the down part of the screen, and that's it. Stones or rocks. Okay? Okay, so now, what is the difference between stones and rocks? Okay, stones is smaller than rocks. To easily sum it up, rocks is made out of stone and minerals matter. The stone used to make your countertops was cut from rocks. Look at this one. Okay. So this is the rock, the big one. And then the part of this rock cut and then it become small. This one, the tiny one, this is the part of the rock. So rock, this one, and stone, this one. But stone is the part of the rock. So although rocks can also be tiny, but can you guess what is this? Okay, so guess it. That is rocks or stones in rocks. Okay, look at this one. Okay, yes, stones in rocks. So, okay, look at this one. Yes, that is rock or stones are all around us. You can see it all the time when you go outside. So, sometimes all right, so sometimes rocks and stones are huge. Look at this one. The person who's standing at the side of the rock, the person is very small, but the rocks and stones is very big. The big one. That means huge. Okay. So now, but not always in the big one. So sometimes rocks or stones they are very small and tiny, but colorful. Look at this one. There are the baby rocks. So, what are rocks or stones? Rocks or stones are solid chunks of one or more minerals. So there are the rock or stones are solid chunks of one or more minerals. But most rocks are mixture of multiple minerals like these rocks. Look at this one. Okay, so most rocks are mixture of multiple minerals like these rocks. So other rocks are made up of just one minerals. Look at these rocks. So these rocks can create a sandstone. So sandstone is linked to luck and to a good fortune. It clears and energizes all the chakras. Sandstone instill good nature. So heightens intuition and allows the real self to shine through happily. So it dissipates fearfulness, alleviates stress, and increases vitality. So look at this one. Huh? Okay, that is the sandstone. Look at the picture. A small one. It's look like a tooth, something. Okay, so never mind. So this one. Okay, rocks or stones are solid chunks of one or more minerals, like what I've said the previous one. Okay, so geologists study rocks and stones, but some geologists disagree about how many different types of rocks and how many there are. So geologists disagree about how many different types of rocks there are. But I tell you, but we can all agree on this. There are so many different types of rocks and stones. So now there are three categories of rocks. So three major types of rocks. The first one is igneous rock. Can you say it again? Igneous rock. This one is three categories, okay? So number one is igneous rock. Number two, sedimentary rock. Again, sedimentary rock. Okay. Number three, metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock. So the three categories of rocks. The first one is igneous rock. The second one is sedimentary rock. And the third one is metamorphic rock. Okay, very good. So now, the category of rock belongs to tell us how that rock was made. So, how that rock was made. So, the first one is sedimentary rock. Again, can you say it again? Sedimentary rock. Okay, sedimentary rock. So, sedimentary rock. This rock are rocks that are made up of little particles. So, sedimentary rocks are rocks that are made up of little particles. Okay, look at the positive. And then the particles are called sediment. Again, the particles are called sediment. So what is sediment? Look at this one. This is the kind of sediment. A, sand. Again, sand. Okay, sand. So sand, pewa. And then the number two is, what is that? Okay, sea shells. So there are two particles are called sediment. The first one is the sand, and then the second one is the seashells. So sand pewalay and seashells pewalay. Okay, so the next one, sedimentary rocks are rocks that are made up of little particles like what I've said. Okay, look at this one. Okay, that is the sea and the seashore. So look at the sand. So this part, the white sand, and then the water. Okay, water and then the sand. So that is sediment. Okay, Sedimentary. Again, sedimentary. Okay, so you can read at the down part. There are a passative at the down part of the screen. You can read it. Okay, look at this one. Okay, this is underwater. So now, the way sedimentary rocks are formed. So is by sediments collecting at the bottom of the body of the water like lakes and ocean. So lakes and ocean. What is lake and ocean? The lakes is it's like the water at the land water, the land water. And then the ocean is the sea water. Do you know, class? So is by sediment collecting at the bottom of the body of the water like lakes and ocean. Okay, and the sediments are pushed down by the water and over time. So that's why the sediment start to hard and interact. So the sediment are pushed down by the water. You see the water, the flow of the water. So the water push down in overtime, push the sediment in overtime. Then the sediment start to hard and into rock. So look at this one. Okay, water. So water is what really makes sedimentary rocks. Can you believe this? So without the water, sediments would never hard into become a sedimentary rocks. So you can read the passage. Water is what really makes sedimentary rocks. Without the water, sediments would never hard into become a sedimentary rocks. Yes, that's what sedimentary rock are made. So now we have left, two categories left. So we're done. We're done the sedimentary rock. Now let's proceed to that. Okay, let's start about metamorphic rocks. Can you say it again? Metamorphic rocks. Again? Okay, metamorphic rocks. Okay, so now metamorphic rocks are made when a rock goes through a lot of heat or pressure. So metamorphic rocks are made when a rock goes through a lot of heat or pressure. And sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rocks need water to be formed. So can you believe this? Huh? Rocks needs water to be formed. That is sedimentary. But metamorphic rocks need heat or pressure to be formed. So the sedimentary rocks need water to be formed. The sedimentary need water. And then the metamorphic need heat or pressure to be formed. So that is metamorphic. So metamorphic rocks are formed below the earth surface. So you can read the passage. Metamorphic rocks are formed below the earth surface. Yes. Okay. And they make up a lot of the earth crust. You see, they make up a lot of the earth crust, which is the outer shell of the earth. Okay, look at this one. Yes, look at this. So the earth crust is a thin shell on the outside of the earth, accounting for less than 1% of earth volume. So you can read the passage here. Okay. Yes, that one. Yeah. And okay, look at this one. The heat and pressure not only change what the rock looks like on the outside. So the heat and pressure not only change what the rock looks like on the outside, they change what the minerals themselves are like. So look at this one. Okay. So now that means the heat or pressure morph the old rock. So that means the heat or pressure morph the old rock into a new rock, metamorphic rocks. So it becomes metamorphic rocks. Morph. Heat or pressure morph the old rock into a new rock. So that is a metamorphic rocks. And sometimes sedimentary rocks get pushed into the earth and are around pressure or heat. So sometimes sedimentary rocks get pushed into the earth and are around pressure or heat. Okay, so look at this one. Yes. Okay, so heat or pressure create metamorphic rocks. So the heat or pressure create metamorphic rocks, and they usually form deep under the surface of the earth and around the earth crust. So heat or pressure create metamorphic rocks, and they usually form deep under the surface of the earth and around the earth crust. Okay, so look at that one. Yes, you can read this one. Okay, so now the last one. Okay, igneous rock. Can you repeat it? Repeat after me. Igneous rock. Igneous rock. Okay, that is igneous rock. You can read the passapi there. Yes. And then igneous rocks are formed when molten rocks, this one, molten rocks, cools and hardens. So it the molten rocks cools and hardens. So this one, igneous rocks are formed when molten rocks cools and hardens. Yeah, that it means. Look at the passatai here. Okay. Yes. All right. What is molten rock? Molten rock is a liquid rock. There are two forms of it inside of the earth. So, the two forms of the molten rock is called magma. But when it comes out from the inside of the earth, that is called lava. So that is molten rock. Molten rock is a liquid rock. This one. That's one. Okay, you said this one. Okay, the boiling liquid rock. Okay, there are two forms of it inside of the earth. This one inside of the earth, that is called magma. But when it comes out from the inside of the earth, what do we call that? A lava. Okay, so let's proceed this one. Sometimes metamorphic rocks are heated so much. They turn into a molten rock. When this molten rock cools, it becomes an igneous rock. Huh? Yes. Sometimes metamorphic rocks are heated so much they turn into molten rocks. When this molten rocks cools, it becomes an igneous rock. That's right. Okay, look at the versatile. You can read this one. Yes, okay, let's proceed. Look at this one. This is the volcano. Yeah, this is, wait, okay, this is the lava. When when it comes out from the inside of this volcano, it becomes a lava. Becomes a lava. This one. Yeah, this is a kind of a rocks. When it cools, when it cools, it becomes rock. Okay, remember, rocks and stones are chunks of minerals. There are chunks of minerals. Look at this one. Rocks and stones are chunks of minerals. They're grouped into three categories. Yes. So the first one, sedimentary rocks. And then the second one is the metamorphic rocks. And then the third one is igneous rock. Okay, so the first one is sedimentary rock. The second one is the metamorphic rocks. And then the third one is igneous rock. So that is the three categories of the rocks and the rock cycle. So you see this one, there are the pictures of the stones and rocks, a kind of stone and rocks and minerals. Okay, let's proceed to our activity. So the first one, number one, identification. So our first activity is identification. So choose the best three answers inside the box. So the box is here. Okay. Yes. So the question is, what are the three categories of rocks? So what are the three categories of rocks? You choose one, two, three. You need to fill in the blank. This one. So the choices is here inside the box. Rocks, metamorphic rock, stones, igneous rock, sedimentary rock. Just pick three answers inside the box. Coach Mike, choose the best three answers inside the box. So the answers is here. All you need to do is to pick which one of this and put here number one, number two, number three, because I need three categories of rocks, three answers. One, two, three. Coach Mine? Okay, so you can review the video so that you can find the answer. Okay, just try to review the video. And then the second activity, number two, complete the sentences. Use the words inside the box. So there is another box again here. So the answers here is metamorphic rocks, molten rocks, igneous rock, heat, and pressure. So the question is sometimes this one, sometimes blanc are heated so much they they turn into molten rocks. When this blanc cools, it becomes an blanc. So you need to fill in inside the box any those answers, but make sure that you write the correct answer and the right spelling. Don't forget the spelling, okay? So all you need to do is to pick here which one of this and then put it inside the box. Complete the sentences. Did you get it, Coach Mai? All right. So the same as this one. Metamorphic rocks are made when a rock goes through a lot of blanc or blanc. You can choose here. The answer is here. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. But make sure pick the correct answer and write the correct spelling. Okay, so that's the end of our videos and bye bye. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next meeting.